Well, this is the first time where, yes, you will actually be paying a tax if you would like to unlock certain troops. And the 4 best troops for warships, meaning Rocket Chopper, Heavy Chopper, Seeker, and freaking Bombardier, are all behind penalty nodes. Warship Season 60, April Fools, Sneak Peek, and Breakdown. And yes, the season is called April Fools. Ah, April. Really the best time to test the not-so-good ideas. The stupid ideas. Like 3 grapplers.
Two hours later.
Or negative nodes, also known as penalty nodes. Now, this is the first time penalty nodes are being introduced in a season of Warships. These nodes can and will lower your bonuses, meaning that certain season statistics will be reduced this season, or remove defenses. Now, why would you ever choose them? Let's see. All right, you, come a little closer. Okay, stop, too close. I'm going to tell you exactly why you're going to be choosing these penalty nodes. Because if you want to play Rocket Chopper, Heavy Chopper, Seeker, or Bombardier this season, oh, you're going to be paying a penalty. More on that coming up very soon. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, Warship Season 60, April Fools, Sneak Peek, and Breakdown. Everything you need to know to be prepared for success for the upcoming season. Quick disclaimer though, my friends, I am on the developer build account, which is a private server lent to me by Supercell for the purpose of testing out new features and updates to then showcase to you, the Skull Army and friends. All right, we got that out of the way. Let's dive on into this madness, starting off with the season duration, starting on Monday, April the 8th, and running right up until Sunday, April the 28th. Now, barrel rolling into our CRV, the chest rank values: wood, 15, 260,000, stone, 16, 290,000, iron, 18, 325,000, gold, 20, 360,000, diamond, 22, 400,000, and legendary, 25, 450,000. Moving into the season statistics. Now, this is a crazy tech tree, but we're going to be talking about this tech tree in just a moment. The season stats will be changing throughout the season, depending on which multi-nodes you choose, depending on which penalty nodes you choose. These are going to be your base stats. So if you ignore the multi-nodes, if you ignore the penalty nodes, and you just stick to the season statistic, the season stat nodes that are available on the tech tree, these are your base stats across the board here. So your gunboat energy, your troop damage, building health, and troop health is all plus 100%. Now, with that being said, they will be changing depending on what you will be unlocking on the tech tree. Making our way over to the deck layouts. Now, these deck layouts look awesome for Season 60. For 2, 3, and 4 engine room gameplay, there will be 2 ramps, left side ramp, right side ramp. As we do transition into 5, 6, and 7 ER gameplay, we will then be reduced to a single ramp, but we are now down to the mega ramp. We'll give you a closer look at the deck layouts right here. We're going to make our way into the tech tree now for Warships Season 60, April Fools. Now, this tech tree is just absolutely wild. This is probably either one of the best tech trees I think I've ever seen, or one of the worst. Now, you, Skull Army, I want you to be the judge of this, okay? Because, of course, I'm sure you're noticing the, our friends over at Join at Your Own Risk have invaded the tech tree. I'm sure you are noticing the do not enter signs. Those are your penalty nodes. So we're going to be talking about those in just a moment here. So I'm sure you're also picking up on the magnitude of the multi-nodes this season here. So yes, this tech tree is absolutely insane. And with regards to our multi-nodes, there are 18 in total. Breaking down those 18 multi-nodes will consist of something like this. 6 proto nodes, 4 penalty nodes, 3 season statistic nodes, 2 troop boost nodes, and just 3 plain Jane regular multi nodes. 18 total. The one thing I want to start off with here is the penalty nodes, because yes, these penalty nodes, this is going to be a first for Boom Beach. We've talked about in the past paying a tax to unlock something, meaning, like, let's say if there was, flare or an important troop like a heavy chopper, a rocket chopper, bombardier that's maybe stuck behind a grenadier or a mech or a scorcher, or just something that you generally wouldn't use regularly throughout the season. There's been jokes made in the past that you pay a tax to unlock that. Well, this is the first time where, yes, you will actually be paying a tax if you would like to unlock certain troops. And the 4 best troops for Warships, meaning rocket chopper, heavy chopper, not you, seeker, and freaking bombardier are all behind penalty nodes. Rocket chopper, which you can see right here, is available in 3 engine room. Penalty. And what's the penalty? Well, first off, you're going to be paying 1 key, so you're going to be saying goodbye to at least 1 key. And for the rocket chopper, you have to say goodbye to either 1 cannon, 2 flamethrowers, or 1 mortar. So yeah, you literally are saying goodbye to some defenses here, or a single defense, if you would like to play rocket choppers. So what is your penalty? Your penalty is minus 1 key, so you're losing 1 key, and you will have to forfeit some defenses or a defense if you do choose the cannon or the mortar. Now, the second penalty node on the tech tree is kind of in like a no man's land. To be honest with you, you can pretty much completely ignore this second penalty node on the tech tree, because let's say if you did want to pick up your flare, and trust me, we will be picking up flare, well then after your troop damage, you can actually branch off and go up to rifleman, and then you can get your flare, and then even Kavan. So it's not even like you have to pay a penalty for flare or Kavan. You can completely bypass the penalty node there, and right after troop damage, just go rifleman, flare, and then Kavan. But let's say if you wanted to pick up all the goodies on the other side here, well, in this case, you can actually go right to 4 engine room, and after you go 4 engine room, you can just kind of branch right up, pick up your boom cannon, a regular multi-node right there. Now, there is a season statistic node, one that is not a penalty, and then your Scorcher, and then Captain Everspark, and then your building health. So you could bypass the long way there by paying that penalty if you want that building health that bad, but realistically, you don't have to unlock this second penalty node. So I would recommend, depending on how you're playing the season, kind of ignore that one for the time being. As we do make our way over to the third penalty node here. So third penalty node is for heavy chopper and seeker, which is available in 4 engine room. That's actually 5 ER right there. But right after you unlock barrage, there is a penalty right above it. And your penalty, if you would like to unlock either your heavy chopper or your seekers, is going to be either troop damage, negative 20%, troop health, negative 30%, or gunboat energy, negative 50%. You desperately need all 3 of these season statistics if you are playing heavy choppers or seekers. So I love the additional pressure where you're going to have to sacrifice an essential season statistic if you do want to play these troops here. So yeah, that is your third penalty node on the tech tree. So not only will you be paying 1 key to unlock the penalty, and then you're going to be saying goodbye to whatever season statistic you choose to reduce. And now, as we do make our way to the fourth penalty node on the tech tree here. Fourth penalty node is for the Bombardier, which is available in 6CR, so that is 6 engine room right over here, and there's our Bombardier just kind of tucked away there. So we got to pick up our Bomba here. So right after you go 6CR, you got a multi-node. That's one of the plain Jane, one of 3 plain Jane multi-nodes. Boom cannon times 2, shock launcher times 1, shock mine times 10. That is savage with the shock mines here. But then right underneath is your penalty. And what is your penalty if you want to play Bombardiers this season? Well, you're going to be forfeiting one of your keys. And the funny thing is right after you pick up your 2 boom cannons, you're pretty much saying bye-bye. I'm kidding. Nobody's going to be ditching 2 boom cannons. I think most players will probably get rid of the critter launcher, 1 critter launcher if they do have it. Even getting rid of 4 machine guns, I think is just stupid. No, machine guns are savage, man. You need your MGs. But that is a filthy penalty right there if you do wish to play Bombardiers this season. So pick your penalty, -1 key, say goodbye to 2 boom cannons, 4 machine guns, or 1 critter launcher. This is your penalty if you choose to play Bombardiers this season. So again, a new element, a new mechanic being added to Warships Season 60, April Fool. Skull Army and friends, you definitely, and I mean definitely, gotta let me know in the comments what your thoughts are for the penalty nodes for Season 60. If you do plan on playing any of those key troops, Rocket Chopper, Heavy Chopper, Seeker, or Bombardier, whoo, you're paying a penalty, baby. GBA, gunboat abilities. We do only have 1 gunboat ability, limited gunboat ability available this season, and that is the Cryo Bomb in 7 engine room, one of the last nodes that you will be unlocking on the tech tree. Yeah, either one of the best tech trees or honestly one of the worst. These penalty nodes are definitely throwing us a curveball here. So before we do go on into an entire tech tree unlock here, Skull Army and friends, if you have made it this far into the video, please do not forget to leave a like. It does mean the absolute world to me, does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, it does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. Your starting nodes are going to be our gunboat, yay, flamethrower, beautiful boom mines, you gotta love that too, boom mines, cannons, and of course landing craft. So beautiful starting nodes here, and look at all that room you have. You got some good stuff kind of tucked away there in 2 engine room. So let's say if we're taking that mad dash right to 3 ER, well then you're only going to be unlocking 2 nodes. You've got your season stat, your gunboat energy, that is your 50% GBE once you do max that, and then that is one of 3 plain Jane multi-nodes here. So you know what, it's cool because all 3 of these are free. They're free nodes to start the season, so it's not even like you have to unlock any of them. I'm not even sure what the best is going to be here, so we're just going to go with some, we'll go cannons. We might switch that over. I don't know if people are going to be using warriors or not. Everybody knows that if you do get warriors early in the tech tree, you got a small window with them, but your window with warriors is only 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 ER. No chance you're going to be winning with warriors in 6 and 7 engine room gameplay. So, and then our next unlock would be mad dashing it right to 3 engine room, and that is our 3 ER unlock. So before we take that mad dash to 4 ER, we're going to pick up all those other goodies. So pretty weird here how cryos are just kind of tucked away here. You can pick those up for 16 or not. And then right above, so from the flamethrower here, branch your way over. That's your first grappler. That's your one of 3 grapplers available in 2 engine room gameplay. So yeah, we're picking up that grappler. 8 freaking keys to unlock smoke. So you got your warriors and you got your smoke. You got tanks right there. I know Dyson Lin is just jumping out of his socks right now, having tanks available in 2 freaking engine room. So that is, oh, and medics. Medics are kind of dead end node at the bottom there. That is your 2 engine room tech. Pretty cool. So we just unlocked 3rd engine room. So let's take that mad dash right to 4 ER. So that would be sniper, troop damage, medkit, and then heavy. And then that would unlock 4 ER. That's our beeline, our mad dash right to 4 engine room. And then, of course, as we make our way back to the tech tree, we're going to pick up a lot of the goodies that we kind of missed along the way here. So let's start off with our penalty node here. Oh, my Atlanta. So we did just pick up, I think, what, 2 cannons? So let's get rid of the cannon. that we just look at that. So it's literally going to show a cannon on the node with the do not enter, aka the join at your own risk, invading the tech tree. Wonder what you boys paid Supercell to get these penalty nodes on the tree. I'm kidding, man. Shout out to 204 and all our friends over at join. And then of course 31. That's a little bit weird because you paid 1 key for the penalty here. So it's almost like they took a key away from the rocket chopper, because I don't think rocket chopper's ever been 31 keys to unlock. But there's your rocket chopper, 31 keys to unlock. It's you pay that penalty right when you go into 3 ER, and there's your RC. So now let's kind of, branch down here from the sniper off the main path here. That's our mortar, and then we got building damage. You can also take that path right to 4 ER, sniper, mortar, building damage, and then heavy, and then of course 4 ER. And then from troop damage, remember, you can branch up here, pick up your rifleman, then pick up your flare, and then if you want, you got Kavan right there. Kavan technically will be the first hero available on the tech tree here. So again, you can pay that penalty right there, but again, guys, we can completely ignore this penalty right here. So the second penalty node on the tech tree, forget about it, okay? We don't need it. We don't need it. So we're going to ignore that penalty node, and since we did just go 4 ER, we're going to take that long way around just so we can ignore that second penalty node on the tech tree. So your boom cannon, you can technically pick up in 3 ER if you do unlock the penalty node, then you're just kind of taking that way around. But again, we don't want that penalty, so we're going to ignore it. Look at that, 50% troop health. Scorcher unlocked, Captain Everspark, and now I got my building health. So that's just kind of to show you that you really don't need to unlock that second penalty node. If you really want that building health that bad, then you know what, I'm sure, yeah, whatever, pay 1 key, but then keep in mind that you're also going to be forfeiting either 20% troop damage, 30% troop health, or 20% building damage for that building health right there. So again, you're really gonna have to think this over and make some certain decisions, but I just want to show you that you can completely ignore that second penalty node on the tech tree. So we're gonna forget about that penalty node right there. So we are now into 4 engine room, and from 4 to 5 ER, this is a really fast path here. So Zuka, machine gun, barrage, and then that takes us right into 5 engine room. That's a pretty sweet path right there. But then remember, we've got a penalty node from 4 going to 5 ER here. So that's your penalty node if you do want to unlock your heavy chopper or your seekers here. So minus 1 key for either negative 20% troop damage, negative 30% troop health, or minus 50% gunboat energy. That's savage, man. Okay, you know what? Oh, troop damage. Why am I doing this? Okay, no troop damage for now. But now we got heavy chopper, absolutely beautiful, and now we got seeker as well. And you can see that my troop damage should be negative 20%. If I look at a seeker right here, this is a visual bug right here. It is showing that technically my troop damage is technically plus 20%, but again, visual bug here, because if I fully upgrade my seeker, once we get to the fully max statistic, the proper stat will show. So it might be a little bit bugged. Some of you might be wondering, why is it showing, additional troop damage or troop health if I chose a penalty to reduce it? It's just a visual bug. Once you do fully max out the troop, the proper stat will show. So it will still be negative when you are attacking, even though the stat will show positive until you get to max level. When you're max level, it will show the proper stat, and I'm sure Supercell will have this sorted out as we do get into the season. So now we are into 5 ER there after paying our penalty to pick up heavy chopper and seekers. So from 5 ER to 6 ER, you got a few paths you can actually take here. So let's start off with the bottom path here. That is your 100% gunboat energy for your base stats. 32 keys for shock mine, and then that's our second grappler on the tech tree right there. That's our critter launcher, and then we can make that jump right into 6 engine room. But you can also take a middle path to go 6 ER as well here. So let's say you branch up from the gunboat energy and you get that troop health back, or that, maybe you want that troop damage back, and then you pick up your shock launcher. I think a lot of players might take that that mid path to 6 ER just to pick up that shock launcher. And then that's your troop boost node there. Since we don't have mechs unlocked, we're boosting those rocket choppers. No idea if RCs will be a meta, but we'll find out once the season starts here. And again, from troop health, you can actually branch up here. Actually, so let's 1200 tech. I need more tech. Okay, let's start upgrade. There we go. That's 1200 tech. Rah, 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 rah. But anyways, so from... Actually, no. Yeah, we're going to pick up 6 ER there, but we're going to go back and pick up the stuff that we just missed right there. So that is our 6 ER deck layout, which we did see a little bit earlier in the video there. There's our node that we missed. Screw you, penalty node. We're not paying that penalty. So, okay, Grens. So we're going to pick up our Grens. And then you can branch off for mech. I don't think anybody will be doing that. Mech is on a dead-end node. Unless you love mechs that bad, sure, go for it. But I don't think mechs will be getting any love this season here. And then shocks are on that top path there as well. And that's your third freaking grappler right there. So you can actually pick up both your grapplers from 5 to 6 engine room. So by 5 ER gameplay, you will be able to have 3 grapplers on the battlefield. And then Sergeant Brick on that top path there. And then, of course, as we do go into 6 ER. So from 6 ER tech to 7 ER, or at least we're going to take that main path from 6 to 7 here. So again, we'll pick up 2 boom cannons because we're going to get rid of them. I'm kidding. We'll ditch a critter launcher. But anyways, rocket launches for 36. Laser Rangers for 34, mines for 12. I love how they're making the keys kind of reflect the node that you're unlocking. The better the node, the more keys you're going to be paying. So 12 keys there in 6 engine room to unlock mines, and then of course 7 engine rooms. That's our beeline. That's our main path from 6 ER to 7 engine room gameplay. But we got a lot of other goodies tucked away there in 6 engine room. Again, we're going to pay our penalty to unlock our bombardiers here. So we just picked up 2 boom cannons. I'm not losing the 2 boom cannons I just picked up. So bye. No critter launcher. I'm down 1 critter launcher. Now I have 2. That's okay. But now I got my bombas for 25. 25 seems pretty cheap as well. So that's a nice unlock there. If you factor in your penalty, the 1 key plus 25, whatever, 26 keys if you're factoring in your penalty to unlock your bombardiers. And then, okay, so building damage right there as well. And then top path here, troop health, we got bullet. Artillery available in 6 ER gameplay, and then we've got more troop damage there. I think that's our 100% base stat for the TD here. And then on a dead-end node, you've got one of your 6 freaking proto nodes here. Yeah, let's go for a Hot Pot 3, you know, mess around with the Seekers a little bit, or, you know, whatever ground game the opponent is playing here. So now we are pushing into 7 ER, or we are in 7 engine room. So your first node after 7 ER, we touched on this a little bit earlier, is your second troop boost node. Boost your heavy chopper, boost your seeker. We're going to boost our heavy chopper here. And then we're going to go bottom path to the cryo bomb here. So critters available in 7 ER. Sadly to say, many of you will not be playing critters this season. And then we've got I believe that's another proto multi-node. We'll get that DA3 there. That's our 100% troop health for the base stat. And then, of course, cryo bomb at the top there. But let's say if you take the other path to get to the cryo bomb, well, after your second troop boost node in 7 engine room, you will pick up your 100% base stat for the building health. And then another proto node. I think that's your only Sky Shield 3 this season. And then right above that, pick something nice for yourself. A season stat multi-node. We're going to factor on some more troop health there. And then for 20 keys to pick up that cryo bomb, best mine clearer in the game. That's what we're going to do. And look at that, Skull Army and friends. That is the entirety of your tech tree unlocked, streamlining paths and then going back and then picking up all the goodies here. And again, you can do this entire season without picking up that second penalty node. We do not like you second penalty node, so we're not going to unlock you. But yeah, seriously guys, you can do it and completely ignore that second one there. So I hope many of you do that, because I probably will be doing that as well. But seriously, absolute bananas, man. B-A-N-A-N-A-S, bananas. Wild, man. This tech tree is something else. Like I said, man, either one of the greatest we've ever seen, or without a doubt, one of the worst here. You, Skull Army and friends, will be the judge. Absolute insanity coming our way. I'm very much looking forward to this season here. I will be streaming season premiere on Monday, April the 8th, when the season does start. With all that being said, Skull Army and friends, we will officially be wrapping up the sneak peek video for Boom Beach Warships Season 60, April Fools. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you on the seas for Season 60. It is now time to make like a Tom and cruise. Peace!